celestial beings. You are not alone. There is hope.
That ain't too bad. Fucking Neil's got to drive from this area down to, what's San Clemente?
Massachusetts.
San Clemente. Neil drives from fucking the valley, or no, Laurel Canyon, all the way to...
Laurel Canyon is even worse than the valley, to be honest. Because you're so far from the highway.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
He's on the road for 2
He lives in
hours.
San Clemente?
No, he drives there for work every day.
That's a fry.
Dude. And I saw him the other day. He was so funny. He's like, dude, just like the traffic. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, of course.
Shit, dude. It's far as hell.
But he looks at me.
Can
he's
I
like,
cuss, by the way?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Say whatever you want.
Yeah.
But he's like, it just makes me mad. Does it make you mad? And I'm just like, yeah, sometimes I get fucking pissed in traffic. I don't know what you're getting at. Like, this is how it works.
You just kind of, you signed up for it, so you just got to deal with it.
Yeah. I mean, money's important. You got to get
guess.
that grind. Well, welcome, dude. Thank you so much
Thanks.
for coming on. We got Jake Pace.
Yeah.
Officially
Welcome.
Jake Pace Music.
Yeah. This is my first podcast, by the way, in terms of like being a guest. I've been producing a podcast actually for like about a year now with Barbara Ann Wild and Daniela Clark. It's like this Rockstar Wives podcast.
Yeah. Is that the one you guys have set up in the back of LP?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've been doing that for about a year now. So yeah, shout
Fuck
out
yeah.
Barbara Ann and Daniela. And it's been great. We actually did a live in-store like podcast episode fairly recently, like a couple weeks ago, and yeah, it went really well. It was interesting, like because you have this like preconceived idea of what a podcast is. It's just like, oh, you're sitting in a room, there's cameras, there's mics. But then like adding the whole like just like live audience component to it, it was like really funny and interesting, just like in terms of like, you know, growing up and seeing like late night TV and stuff like that. And like, you know, it's like, there's the whole other element. Yeah.
Clap.
Yeah. That kind of thing. Yeah. And people, it was cool. It was a good time.
That's awesome, man.
Bro, we should try this at our next show. Like, we have like a sign.
clap.
Clap.
Neil,
Sing.
Yeah, you got to teach your dog and cat to clap.
dude, she'll make some noise that sounds like a clap. She got a demon voice inside of her. I'm like, I don't know.
But
what.
yeah, thanks for having me. Of
course, dude.
Yeah, podcasts are cool for sure. Like, it's always good to hear everyone's story, and there's just something to it.
I think it's kind of I'm pumped to hear that live podcast went well, because one of the things that I dream of that we will make happen is post celestial shows, like a live podcast as like an after party. Like, how cool would it be to have a full show, and then instead of just doing that thing where you're like, hey, everyone come to the after party, it's like, yo, we're doing a free podcast at this bar or at this smaller venue.
That'd be cool. Yeah, it's just like, all right, now the podcast part. Grab a drink, hang out.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. And like, you can win free shit.
Maybe
you know?
pass around a mic to the crowd, you know.
Exactly.
And win a drumstick.
Dude, yeah.
The ice cream.
Dog.
There's one.
Yeah, it's a unique thing. It was funny. So you guys posted the Celestial interview today.
I kind of timed that, I guess.
You're the fucking man, dude. I just want to say this before we get started. Like, people don't know who you are. Like, you're the fucking man, dude. Like, when we first found out we were gonna play Licorice Pizza, I was like so stoked because it could happen. I was like, holy shit! Like, this is such a cool thing. It's like my dream to play in a record store like that. And I think I met Frank first, and he told me, he's like, yeah, I think I'm doing your sound. And then they connected me with you, and like right off the bat, you were just like you better take us to space with a name like Celestial or something like that. Like, you were just so positive and like cool. And then we get there and like just professional, and it was fucking awesome, man. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your vibe and all.
Thanks.
All that. Yeah, it was really cool.
It's cool. It's funny because I've been working there. It used to not be Licorice Pizza. It was this record store called We Are Here, and like the business like facet of the whole thing was under Rolling Life Studios.
Yeah.
And we specialized in like live streams. So it was kind of interesting how I got hired through my wife's aunt, and but yeah, I'll tell that story later. But
Okay.
yeah, I think it what's interesting is like how movies and things kind of like make a lasting impression on you, and like they kind of like build your subconscious like incrementally as you get older. And I remember Kill Bill was like one of my favorite movies, and there's this scene where it's like she's like trying to get out of the whole like being an assassin game, and like she's like, it's when Bill confronts her like at the wedding, and she's just like, yeah, like we have this whole plan and we're gonna get a record store and like our kid's gonna love it and blah blah. And I just remember watching that scene and being like mesmerized and like not thinking anything of it. And then it's like, I don't know if that manifested or what, but yeah, it's interesting just like doing the whole live sound thing. It's something that I never really anticipated doing, honestly, especially coming from the being in a band background of things. And I remember when I got hired, shout out Kerry Brown, my boss and brother and friend, he's like, yeah, you know anything about live sound? And I'm like, I lied. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, you know. But I guess I like kind of like really thought like how hard could it be as well. Just like being on stage and being a rock star, it's like, oh, I want this in my wedge kind of thing, you know.
Did you like mix at all before that? Like, did you have experience
in the studio? Yeah, it was more studio setting.
Yeah.
Like
for listeners, can you maybe explain the people who don't make music, like the broad differences between the two of those? What makes one more challenging than the other? I mean, studio, I think people know, like you always see videos of people in studio. There's a ton of gear.
Yeah.
It's very complex, and everyone has their own systems. So like they have their recipes and shit and things that they think are like unique and genius, which sometimes they are. But, you know, everyone has their comfortable space, which is what you see in a music studio. But for live sound, it's kind of a different ballgame.
Yeah, it's just it's different. Just the whole dynamic. It's like when you're in a studio and recording vocals or a band, it's more about like building that rapport with the artist, like as an engineer and producer, like making them as comfortable as they can be in order to get them to perform to the best of their ability. Well, which I guess in a sense is similar to the live performance thing, because yeah, everyone should feel comfortable with how they sound and how the crowd is perceiving their sound, you know? And yeah, it's just, I mean, there's a lot. Here's the thing about engineering just in general. It's like there's just things that can go wrong will go wrong, and you have to know how to fucking figure it out like on the fly and quick. Otherwise, people just, you know, just being the engineer, even front of house, it's like it's just an easy punching bag. I feel like.
Of course, dude. There's so many memes about it.
Yeah. And then like, yeah, I guess the cliche moniker of a sound guy is just kind of like unhappy dude walking around just like like there's so many memes. It's so funny. And
we've only seen that once, but he was the fucking man.
But I will say this about just live sound. It's just like you know, you're wrapping a lot of cables, you're plugging a lot of stuff in, you're just set up and break down quick, you know.
Yeah.
I guess there are situations in the studio when you do that, like if you're recording drums or something like that. But yeah, it's similar, you know, similar thing. But
well, you did a fucking amazing job for us. I can't tell you how much I appreciate the recording. Like it sounds fucking awesome.
You guys liked it? The recording?
It sounds really good,
bro.
Yeah, I still need to hear the mix.
Yeah, I sent you one song.
Yeah.
But it wasn't completely done yet because I still have to put in the camera stuff.
You guys both mixed it, you and Flo, or
just me?
Oh yeah, it was John.
Oh, nice.
But
cool.
he's gonna definitely help with the final
on
touches.
the Yamahas, the 5s.
No, I did that on these headphones, and then I went to our studio, but Flo's speakers.
What kind of speakers you got?
Adam A77X something. You know, it's the one that are like horizontal.
They're like gray or something.
Yeah, I think they're black, and you know they're horizontal ones with like two kind of woofers.
Tweeters or woofers. Yeah. Got you.
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. The drum sound was really good. But it was funny. So on these headphones, like these things, like my ears are trained really well to them. Like I didn't think that would happen as quickly as it did, but they're very loud. I don't like. Look, I'm not like a professional mix engineer, so I'm going to say things that might be wrong in certain cases. But to me, like
Wrong.
This is wrong.
dude, you can break us apart. I have so many questions to ask.
I'm
you about
just
things.
trolling.
I know.
No. Say your piece.
Yeah, but I really like to mix pretty loud, and then I'll stop, and then I'll go quiet for like intricate stuff, and then I'll bring it up again and kind of rebalance after compressing and stuff, and like just make sure everything like didn't change in a crazy way. I like to bring it to a loud level after I modify things, and then once I get it to a decent spot, I'll go to our studio. And then I'll put them on the speakers, and I'll be like, "Where the fuck is that again?" Because like there's it paints such a broader image.
Yeah.
And like reverb gets a little trickier, and so like I'm just learning.
Mixing sucks. I'll just say that for the record. I mean, it's one of those things. It's like, if you do it a bunch, you'll eventually like have an understanding or a approach that you enjoy doing. But like at the same time too, like after doing it for a little bit now, it's like all these things like plugins and instruments and mics, they're just all tools,
Yes.
and like you grab the one that you think is going to make it sound a certain way, and then you use it, and then you're like, oh, it sounds like how I want it to sound, and then it's like, it's fun. Like, I feel like mixing is one of those things like, any professional would be like, oh, the indicator's got to say this, and that, and like, it's got to like be in phase and this, and it's like, I guess I'm a little more woo-woo than that. It's like, if it sounds good, it sounds good. And like, honestly, as a consumer, like at the end of the day, all they care about is like what's coming out of the two speakers and how it sounds,
100%.
and however you got there, however you, just however you got there, then.
Yeah, and plus I think you and I share a little bit in common here. It's like the stuff we listened to growing up, because you said you had interest in like punk, classic rock. And if you listen to a lot of punk records, especially the ones that I fell in love with that made me love bands later, like they sound like punk records. They're not perfect. Now, Celestial, I think the biggest challenge for us, God, I have a lisp. But the biggest challenge for us is identifying like, what is Celestial's sound moving forward. And we've figured that out, I think, really well with the past couple tracks we've done. But when we're doing the initial mix of Hope, one, it's really fun when it's your own project, although it can get old fast. So you have to like be on it. And then we had Flo fucking doing it for us, which was the best thing ever.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. But yeah, to me, it's just like you can like change the vibe, and that's the only thing I wanted to avoid as we go into new tracks. It's like there has to be a similar element, and a lot of that is mostly production, but mixing can tie it all together.
Approach for sure, and like I hear you, because when I mix records, a lot of the time I like to use like a similar chain, like for certain things. Just so there's like continuity and like a cohesion of like the whole project, you know what I mean? Yeah. But the other approach I have too is just like I try to treat each song like it's its own color and hue kind of thing. It's its own story. But yeah, a lot of people do the whole concept record things, and looking at it as like scenes to a movie too is like another like approach. You know what I mean?
I could see.
But
that
yeah, like I your band was super sick. You guys brought out a good crowd, and it was cool. It was cool to see you guys. How many? What is it, like a 6-piece or 5? Or
5.
Okay.
Yeah, trying to keep it that way.
Gotcha.
Fra's getting busy, so the Italian dude, as you referred to him, for when I showed you the
Italian
other week,
dude.
The stallion.
The Italian stallion.
dude, he is a stallion. He's
The
on
soprano.
tour. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's on tour right now. And then Warren, we just saw him. the
Oh,
other
he's
day.
cheating on you guys with another band.
Oh, come on, it's an open relationship.
Gotcha.
It's a very open relationship.
Yeah, until my goal is to just make Celestial undeniable. So like they'll
Yeah.
choose Celestial over opportunities, but money is important. So
For sure.
But they're amazing. I mean, they both take a ton of time to invest in Celestial, and it's a very organic process, thank God. But I'm sure there'll be a show where we're a 4-piece at some point as we get kind of cooking a little bit. But yeah, dude, I can't. I mean, like Licorice Pizza, that was a dream come true. You made us sound good for
Oh,
sure.
thanks,
so
man.
thank you, and I really appreciate you saying we rocked because
Yeah, of
that-
course, man. It's like yeah, we've really put in a lot of time and effort to make it like a good place, like the church of rock and roll kind of thing for
Yeah.
people to come, hang out, listen to music, play music, meet new people, collaborate, network. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's awesome. I'm very grateful to work there and be a part of the LA community. And
yeah.
yeah, it's all building, and it's cool. It's it's bigger than us, and yeah, it's like just establishing the legacy of like a cool record store in LA.
Yeah, it's a big deal, man. And you guys are doing it. Like my thought when we got booked to play there, I was like, dude, I'm like, we're only gonna have like probably this chance because eventually it's gonna get. There's too many bands trying to play there, or like too many big names coming in. But you guys are a really cool crew. Like the other day when we hung out, I went over and we pulled the video files.
yeah.
And we were just kicking it. Like, dude, you guys have such a cool group of dudes. I was like, how can I work in a place like this? Like, this is fucking awesome.
That was a fun day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Tyler and Max and Frankie, Grant, Deanna, Manashak,
Don't forget
Stacy, of course. Stacy Shayer, shout out.
Lindsay Parker.
Lindsay Parker. You gotta include Lindsay Parker. She's like, yeah, she's awesome. She's really kind of stepped up. She's an amazing music journalist who's worked with Yahoo for decades and kind of came on at the perfect time to kind of establish, that the face to the brand. And
She's good.
yeah, with like the gig guides and the New Music Fridays and all that. It's like it's our own little like mini social media TV series that we're doing to like kind of build the brand and like just have people talking about music and like have things to look forward to in LA, like concerts or just like got a new vinyl coming out Friday. And people, yeah, it's like, you guys know, you're in a band, it's like people work really hard to put out music and it's not easy, and we got to stick together and support each other during this like weird time with like streaming and like all that. But yeah, and that's like kind of our other like mission statement is like bringing back physical media for the masses, and like just trying to put the value back into music and get people stoked again. And yeah.
Where do you think that's going to come from? Do you think that's going to come from like a stance by artists to kind of push people in that direction? Or do you think it's going to come from like record labels losing money? Or are they ever going to be able to, like what is going to motivate that?
It feels very punk rock for sure, the whole thing. Just people want the power again to just control their destiny, I guess, and financially, emotionally, spiritually. And I think there's just something to just spinning a vinyl and listening to it. It's just like such a much more organic experience than listening to things digitally, like in your car or just like on AirPods or anything like that. You just set aside the time to drop the needle on something and sit and enjoy it, and unless you're like a DJ spinning or something, you're just like taking the time to kind of be in the moment and enjoy what's about to happen,
I think that's the major like attraction towards vinyl for me, and I think I really think that's what's gonna bring people back is taking the time, because I think everyone feels like that, but it feels like you never have time.
Oh, for
anything.
sure.
Like, unless you make a conscious decision.
We're conditioned to believe that for sure.
Yeah. But I think, like little steps like this, like little actions, everyday actions, like, oh, let me take the time to make my breakfast. Let me take the time to, walk my dog. Let me take the time to spin a vinyl. It's like, at the end of the day, if you think about it, what's important in your life?
Dog.
That's the thing that you want to do.
100%. And I've been doing this thing on Sundays. This sounds so ridiculous, but in 2025, it's not. Where I watch football games and force myself not to look at my phone.
Yeah.
And after about like 30 minutes,
That must be so hard to do.
Yeah.
I'm such a
You picked like the
phone
hardest
junkie.
thing.
I hate it. Literally, someone texted me right now, dude. Oh no, they didn't. That's literally just like my condition. I'm like a squirrel, dude.
it's
Especially football. It's like so many breaks,
Yeah.
so many ads.
So I start the game late, like halftime,
Yeah.
and then I fast forward, and like I swear to God, after 30 minutes, I feel like a kid again.
That's fire.
Like I
Yeah.
literally,
I gotta do that. I literally just gotta throw my phone away on Sunday.
Yeah.
But how do you know how your fantasy team's doing though?
bro, I find out fucking
You're
later.
gonna
dog.
find out anyways, right?
ca-
So no
can
matter
you-
you're like,
Can you change it during the? You cannot change it during the
No.
game, right? So yeah, like
But-
once you picked, you're like, all right, guys,
yeah, exactly.
do me proud.
Yeah,
Best
yeah,
of
yeah.
luck, motherfuckers.
Yeah, but you can talk shit, and that's what's fun. And like I'm in
No
three-
matter how hard you stare at your phone, the result's gonna
yeah,
be the
it's,
result. You're like,
nothing's gonna change.
it's like I got 5 yards. Let's go.
Yeah, dude, and all my friends are like into sports betting, so like I get updates
Yeah.
constantly and like what they win and stuff. So I just put
Oh.
that shit away. It's like
You got like a group text that's like, bro, I just bang.
Yeah,
like
100%.
parlay. or whatever.
Cha-ching.
Yeah,
I can't tell you how many texts I get a week of like the $7 wager, like 143 payout, potential win, like within the group chat. Like, and you know, it's $7, but dude, and often enough they win. And so like I think like gambling is probably the most dangerous thing, right? That and alcohol, like in our society, of things that are like accepted on a grand scale. And I don't know, man. Like part of me, not to change this whole vibe completely, but like part
No,
of me,
no, take us there.
I see all the fucking like DraftKings commercials every fucking
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Now
It's
DraftKings, if you
insane how many there are now.
right?
yeah, it's demons, dog.
Bro, but it's
And then below
insane
it's like
how-
1-800 gambling if you know.
And also, you know, I don't know if it's really the meta in the US, but I know in Europe and in France, like BetClick, Winamax, all these like betting,
For football,
Websites?
right? Yeah.
they're like the biggest sponsors for a lot of YouTube
Oh,
channels, a lot of
yeah.
projects.
It makes
Because they're the
world
only ones who
spin.
want to like invest money.
Yeah.
This and the VPNs.
Oh, tons. That's all podcasts. Dude,
Yeah.
if DraftKings approached us tomorrow, I would be like, yes, my Lord and Savior.
Yes, yes.
Whatever you want, do that. I will.
This episode was brought to you by
DraftKings.
Celestial.
Yeah, exactly. No, I actually put in a ad for a show one time on the podcast.
Yeah.
And that was pretty fucking cool. I was like, I listened back to it, of course, because I'm like a freak and like, I'm like, oh, this is my own podcast, just to see how it went. And it was kind of cool. And then I thought about it, I was like, oh, damn, if we got ads in this, like, it's not hard to set up, but we're not at that level yet. Although we'll do an ad for free for Licorice Pizza.
Oh yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah, 100%. We'll definitely do that. But yeah, I think gambling is becoming way too accepted. And then every now and then I like lay down at night and I'm like, our society's going to shit. Like,
But I'll also think about it like, I don't know. My grandpa used to play cards with his friends and bet. I think it's always
little
been there.
different, dude.
Is
like,
it poker or what?
No, I think they were playing another game. I forgot how it's called. But I think everyone has played
Yeah.
gambling games
Yeah,
forever.
but you go to Vegas or you go with your friends or you go to the basement of a Chinese restaurant. Who knows where it might be, but there's definitely like places you have to go to be that. Now I can be like hungover on my phone.
No, I mean, I definitely like agree that it's dangerous.
Yeah.
But I don't
There's
think it's just
something
like a
to that,
morphing
though.
of the phenomenon.
Like I feel like the dopamine release of just
Oh,
like
yeah, it's
oh
insane.
yeah, like this could go wrong or really right, and it's like it always goes mostly wrong.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like it's like you're almost like you have like a little bit of investment that I don't know. It's weird. It's emotional and financial, obviously.
I mean, also they have it like super engineered, right? Like there's like a lot of sounds, a lot of bright colors that like kind of like
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
you like your
Jazzed,
dopamine level
yeah.
like
100%.
flying.
I tested myself last time I went it wasn't even Vegas. We went to Tampa. I went for a bachelor party. And 2 nights in the casino. Didn't gamble at all the first night. Like that was for me, I was like, that's fucking sick, John. Like you accomplished a serious
Good
goal
man.
right there.
You
yeah.
found God.
Yeah, I did.
You found
Next
him.
night,
You
I
saw
lost
them.
like only $80, but I was still just like, fuck,
I
it's
mean,
Tampa.
80. Come on.
Not bad. Did you guys the other day? You guys are hard gamblers.
No, yeah.
DLP,
Yeah.
baseball cards, baby.
Yeah, baseball cards.
Honestly
Just a recent nostalgic thing.
It's very cool though. Actually,
Yeah,
I was
it's
tempted.
It's cool. But yeah, it's cards are cards. But interesting enough, it's just like I guess it's better than a lottery ticket because some of the things hold value and you never know.
Yeah, 100%. And it's like fun because you're with your friends doing it.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
I love, dude, when I was a kid, loved baseball cards, loved Pokemon games. The other day, my brother made me download Pokemon Fire Red on my phone. Played it for like 6 hours straight, and I was like, we got to stop this.
We gotta stop
So
this
it's like the
immediately.
original one that was on Game Boy back in the day. Wow.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah,
emulator.
And it's an
this
app now?
Yeah,
You have to use an emulator still.
right. Yeah, but it works really well. Right? There's like a lot of Game Boy games on it, right?
Yeah, I mean, the only one I got was Pokemon. That's how I roll.
But I know there's a
I
lot.
had the red version too back in middle school, and yeah,
It was the best.
shout out to Pokemon.
Yeah, little Green Day in my headphones, Pokemon on my
Yeah,
Game Boy.
That's major throwback vibes.
And the cards
I'm 30.
too. Yeah, it's like who knows what the cards would be worth now. Like, if
Exactly.
you kept the ones back then and blah blah blah.
Dude, we had like tobacco cards.
We'd be so rich, man.
Yeah, let's start now, man.
Sure.
honestly.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about my sins.
Yeah.
I'm like, just gotta keep them long enough, baby.
Yeah.
Just until I make it, and then I will be full of assets.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm full of brokenness.
Yeah. I mean, you're spending money compulsively one way or another, I feel like.
Hey, man,
Instruments.
everything is thought out. Okay.
Gear. Yeah, it's like I'm such a like plug-in freak too.
Yeah?
With like
I'm so glad I'm out of this boat.
yeah, like
Now it transferred to the hardware.
well, luckily, like the last year and a half or like a year, like there hasn't been too many new plugins out, but I think like 2023, 24, I was like just getting like so many things that I didn't need. But
Yep.
eventually you find the thing that you like just the combination of it all, and yeah, whatever.
I actually have a question about that.
Yeah.
It may be a long answer, but so for your band, Burning the Masses.
Yeah.
By the way, people should check out Burning the Masses. If
That's
you like,
crazy. John showed it to me yesterday. I was like, what the hell, man?
fucking
It's
amazing.
crazy. Wow. It's so sick.
It was a crazy time for sure. Yeah, it was like I was 18 to 23 during my tenure, if that's the right word. I don't know.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun, man. Like, yeah, shout out to Chris, Artie, David, Chasen, Big Chocolate.
Hell yeah, Big Chocolate.
That's a sick name.
Yeah, Brian, he was a singer for a little bit too. Yeah, and it was an interesting thing. Like, I'll try to make it a shorter story, but like,
go as long as you want.
I used to be in this hardcore band and met Chris and Artie because my band played with their band at this house show in San Diego, and just stayed in touch. I ended up getting a DUI and got kicked out of my band that I was in, and then hit them up, and I was like, because I liked hardcore, but I also, like, in high school I was into As I Lay Dying, Black Dahlia Murder, Kill Switch. Yeah, I used to go to Ozfest a bunch, like, as a kid.
Hell yeah.
Like, I went like 4 or 5 years in a row, and at those shows you just learn like every subgenre of music, and like I just always loved and studied so much different kind of music, and we all liked Between the Buried and Me and Beneath the Massacre, and we all like The Faceless, and we just all connected in that way, and we had an EP and 2 full lengths. Toured around the U.S. like probably like 6 times, full U.S. tours.
Fuck.
Did a Europe tour when I was like 21. Yeah.
With another, like with a headlining band or as
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
headliner?
The headliner was Suffocation, this amazing band from New York. Shout out Suffocation, Frank,
Dude, that's the dream.
Terrence, Guy, Mike Smith, Derek, of course. It was a dream for sure. It was crazy. I was working at Baskin Robbins at the time, and because that's just how it was. It was like when you're in a full-time touring band, you just come, like, because I wasn't selling drugs, like other members, allegedly, and I would just get whatever shitty job and stack money and then go on tour and spend it all and rinse, repeat, you know?
Yeah.
And I was working at Baskin Robbins at the time, and my manager, shout out to Baron Bodner, calls me. He's like, he's like, you're going on tour with the drummer. It looks like he's from Predator. I'm like, what? And he's just like, yeah, you're going on tour with Suffocation in Europe. And I'm like, holy shit. And it was crazy because, like a month before that, month and a half, I like sent our press, because this was the MySpace days, you know?
Yeah.
And really had my ear to the ground, and, you know, just like was just focused on what was happening on the internet at that time. And I was seeing like other local bands in our area, you know, shout out to Carnifex. They're still going and doing their
Nice.
thing and super successful, like metal deathcore band, and saw that they were going through Avocado Booking and Despised Icon, and all these different bands were just going through their booking agency in Europe. And yeah, shout out to Marco Walzel, I believe his name is, booking agent for them. And just, yeah, shot our shot, sent our full-length CD, My Control, and like some stickers and quick little bio press kit, you know, little dream. And yeah, and then our manager hit us up, and it was crazy. It was like double-decker tour bus. We were sharing the bus with like Suffocation, this band Nerve Cell from Dubai, Annotations of an Autopsy from the UK, Flesh God Apocalypse from Italy. And yeah, it was a crazy time. It was just like a month on tour in Europe, and it was the best. It's like, it's night and day, the experience, touring in Europe as opposed to the States. Because here it's like you barely get like a Little Caesars pizza to split between like 4 or 5 grown people, you know? And over there it's like breakfast, lunch, dinner, free beer, free booze, you know, and just like, yeah, the hospitality aspect of the whole experience is, yeah, really cool. And
Wow. Why would you say that is? Is it just like their culture? Or?
I don't know if it's like a value thing. Maybe Flo could speak to
Don't
this.
look at me, bro.
What do you think, dude?
What do you think, you European?
Because you would
thing?
know, right? Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like people just like, I don't know if they value music more, or it's like it's a culture thing where like,
I think it's more a culture thing, because
Yeah.
the kind of like legend in Europe amongst like up and coming musicians
for sure.
is like, oh yeah, bro, in the US they really like respect musicians as like, you know, musicians, like a musician being a profession, you know, they really
totally.
respect that. Whereas in Europe we think like, oh yeah, people just make fun of us. But I think when you get to the festival circuit, because you guys were touring in festivals, right?
No, it was it was just with the headliner.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's probably a culture thing. Because, for example, in Europe, it's very common that you play in some smaller venues for like very little money or like no money, but they feed you. Basically, like you play to an open bar.
Oh, for
You know,
sure.
like for open bar. You just arrive at like 5 p.m., get demolished, play your set.
You might not get a bag of cash, but
Yeah.
you'll be well fed. And
I mean, if you were
Free
to look
drinks.
at the tab at the end of the night, sometimes it would be like actually a good amount.
Yeah.
A good amount.
but isn't there like in some countries in Europe like more incentivized like programs for artistry? Like don't this, like, I don't know if this is like a
Yeah.
Canadian thing or
No,
a
there-
European
there
where it's
are.
like
There
in
are.
Germany it's like you're like, oh, I'm a singer, and they're like, yeah, just sign up for this program. You'll get like a little like monthly thing from the government. You know what I'm saying?
There are, and I think also, especially for venues,
Yeah.
sometimes they can apply for. I think venues can apply for grants much easier. So like they will get a budget to organize like your
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. then.
programming, you know?
Yeah. In the States, it's like,
yeah.
oh, you got a show going on. Like, who cares?
Yeah. Best of luck.
Dude,
Best of luck,
especially-
bud.
I think LA is a harder spot to get people to come out to. And I always
Yeah.
tell this story, but like being in Ohio, like we had a spot called Mahall's or Mayhall's. I can't wait to play there. We're definitely gonna play there. I'll make it happen.
Where in Ohio is
Cleveland.
oh, okay. Yeah, we played Peabody's before. Shout out
I played
Peabody's.
Peabody's in high school. Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, there was a lot
man.
of like hardcore and metal punk stuff there. When I
Cleveland's a crazy city, bro, for sure. That never dull stories going out there.
No, it's fun.
It's an interesting.
And it's like
group of
this
people.
cool balance of like young people and like affordability, and there is a good culture for music there. Like I
Are
took
you a
it-
Browns fan?
Yeah, I guess. You know,
Yeah.
it's like literally stitched into my
Come
heart.
on, man.
I can't not. It's just
You
like,
can't not be a Browns fan, right?
It's just like a ward on me, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
I
a
can't-
Chargers fan, so I hear you. It's like that thing where it's like we're never gonna be good, but like whatever.
Yeah, yeah, but dude, Mahal's like bands with you know, they were touring, like they were doing the thing, but they weren't by any means famous. And this was a relatively small area, like small club. There was a bowling alley where they had like actual like they'd have to reset the pins by hand, which was pretty sweet.
No way.
Yeah, and they
Wow,
had,
that's so cool.
yeah, it was dude. It's this place is iconic.
Labor
Um,
intensive, though.
Yeah, but it was like I think only 3 lanes. Ah, God, people,
Okay.
if you listen to this and I'm wrong, fuck me up, do it. But like I genuinely think that
Get him in the comments.
yeah, get me. And
doesn't know what he's talking about.
he was never there.
Have you ever
Trolls
been to
already.
Cleveland?
2018.
guy's not from Cleveland.
Yeah, but and like every time I went, it was fucking packed, like packed. And
That's sick.
here, like I'll see, like I've told this story before, but whatever. Who cares? Belmont. I love Belmont. Belmont's a great band. They filled it up every time I saw them in Ohio. And then I came out here to the Lodge Room, and I'm not fucking around, dude. There's probably like 35 people there on Thursday night. And like I knew about it, so like
So you're saying they pack it out in Cleveland, but out here it was
pack it
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Was it like a
stuff.
Monday or something?
Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm
Never know.
to me, yeah, you never know. But to me, it was such a bummer. I was like, what the fuck? And that was my first like. Now, depending on the venue, like whatever the Regent.
Yeah. Mhm.
But that was
Downtown.
Suicide Silence. I saw them there.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, and
yeah,
it
we
was
played with them back in the day. Back with Mitch too. That was crazy.
Oh my god.
yeah,
dude.
it was a good time. Yeah, they're a sick band.
They have a podcast.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Chris Garza and
Yeah.
all them. Yeah, they're always good vibes. Anytime we'd play with them for sure. They're cool.
Wow.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
was that like? Because
Crazy, man. Yeah, yeah. Mitch is just like in a league of his own for sure in terms of like being a front man and
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's just like he's such a like interesting or what? Yeah, was such an interesting looking dude. You know, just like tall, skinny, tatted up, hand tats, neck tats, and just like sounding like just like a pterodactyl or
Yeah,
some shit
yeah,
like
yeah.
on stage, and just the stage presence and like. Yeah, with all the Family Guy memes. That was like peak MySpace, like era, like Suicide Silence, Job for a Cowboy,
Mhm.
the Faceless. Like, that's what like got us all going, was just like, this is sick. Yeah, just like in community college, just not wanting to study whatever the fuck it was class I was in, and just like going on MySpace. I'm like, dude, these guys are fucking killing it, dude. How do we play shows with them,
and you did.
Yeah. Shout out to Soma for sure. Erin from Soma, she was always good to us and played some legendary shows there. Yeah.
So did you just get connected and like they liked the music and you prove yourself as a performer? Or what was the process like of getting?
Just getting shows.
Yeah.
Well, San Diego is honestly like, I'm very blessed and grateful to have grown up there. It was like tons of shows all the time. Everyone was like, had a band and was releasing new shit. And then like, it was like a healthy, like competitive atmosphere.
Nice.
And everyone was just always down to help each other out, and just like, oh, we're playing this show like at this venue, like, oh, like, can you hook us up? Like, we'll fucking sell whatever tickets, or like, we'll bring our people, you bring your people,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. It was just like a culmination of like community, and yeah, it was just all word of mouth. With MySpace, of course, too, but yeah, it was just playing wherever you could play, and then people vouching for you and
Do you think there was like
building
power?
those relationships for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think there was power in like being an up and coming band then more than there is now when it comes to like, because I think part of my like things I'm trying to figure out with
Mhm.
like being a smaller artist is like, so our brains, like when we look at TikTok or something,
Yeah.
and you see something has like 0 likes or like 2-3 likes, like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes like Neil's told me this before, like he's like, sometimes I just don't like it because there's not like already a following
Yeah,
to it.
it's just like it's like a ugh.
Yeah.
Like a mental bias.
Like I don't want to be the only one liking this thing. Yeah, I guess.
Dude, when I was young, like I wanted to be the only motherfucker
Yeah.
who knew about this
That's
shit.
so funny. Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
when you
yeah.
discovered something that no one else knew, you were the hot shit.
I bought a
for sure.
T-shirt, man. I get it
Yeah,
off
yeah.
like a website, not Hot Topic or something. I'm
Yeah,
like an
yeah.
up and coming band, and like that was a big fuck. I used to wear Descendants T-shirts to school, and
It was also much easier to not know something back in
Yeah.
the day.
yeah, for
You know,
sure.
like it was like a lot of people in my school didn't know Green Day. So the day I showed them, they were like, "Oh my god, what is that?"
Yeah, right.
You know, it's like nowadays.
Yeah, I think just the building the small band reputation, and the thing that worked for us is just literally just playing shows and
Yeah.
playing
Yeah.
as many shows as you can, regardless of who's there or what's what, and not just playing shows in the same city all the time too. Like, we tried to do, I guess, like the big fish, small pond approach, where it's like we're playing in LA, and then we're playing in San Diego, and then we drive out to Arizona and play shows in Phoenix and Tucson and in Vegas too. We go out to Vegas, and that was kind of our little circle.
nice. And you said Vegas is
NorCal
nice.
too. Yeah, Vegas is great, you know. And I think just the exposure of, you know, performing in front of new people and kind of just like telling them what you're about and having them hear your music, and like, yeah, you just never know, you know what I mean, what's around the next thing. It's like the whole like 5 feet from gold concept, where it's like you're chipping away and then you give up, and then it was like, damn, if I chipped a little more, then it, you know, you never know who you'll meet, which is kind of, I guess, yeah, part of our story too, because we were in this, we just took a chance into this Battle of the Bands thing called Headbang for the Highway, and that's that was run by Sumerian back in the day, and that's how we met our manager then. And
Nice.
yeah, you just got to keep going and playing shows, and you never know who you'll be playing in front of, and then they'll just be like, hey, let's work, or you know,
Yeah.
whatever.
That's like the next step for Celestial as we approach next year. Is we'll do a few more shows in LA, and then the goal is to travel a bit, like however we can, like circuits around here, or like we might be going to New York. We're supposed to be. I keep saying it, but we need to finalize details on that in like the spring. And then the dude we're gonna be working with out there says he can hook us up with some shows or a show in New York City.
Sick.
And so like, and then we just got contacted by this dude in Detroit who said he would like, you know, we can go check out his studio, and he like wants to work with us, but it's definitely like kind of a sales pitch. I can tell a little bit, but he's legit and he seems super cool. But he was saying the same kind of thing. So like, just trying to build the connections, and then I do want to get one more EP out with the sound we've been kind of making
For sure.
within the next like 3 to 4 months. But then it's just like you're saying, like I just want to play. Like my ultimate goal with this is just to play really good shows in front of like people who fuck with our music. Like,
Totally.
that is it.
Yeah, more shows, more music. That's what it's about, you know. Like, and try not to be too precious with every single record or song. Just keep throwing darts on the board. I feel like is what my advice to just at any band in general or artist in LA or wherever is just like, you know, like the perfect example, I guess, is like Drake or like Lil Wayne. You know what I mean? It's like some of their albums just have like 20 songs or whatever,
Yeah.
and like they're not hung up on like the deep cut 15th track that, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, dude, just like, because they already know like they're working on the next record that comes out next year, do their little tours. It's just like, it's a momentum thing for sure, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's fun to fucking make music too.
Oh, it's the best.
Damn right.
Dude, we have the best like time in the world now. Like
Yeah.
you, Neil, and I in the studio, like it's really feels magical. Like not to toot our own horn there, but like it truly does. Like
Magical.
yeah.
That's so cool. You guys, rehearse at Stag. Yeah, because
Yeah.
my buddy's got a studio over there. Frankie and the Studs, they rehearse over there. Shout
I
out to
think-
Oh,
the
yeah.
Frankies.
Dude, I think I saw her actually
Yeah.
the other day,
Yeah.
and I was like, kind
You
of
see Frank too? Or
No, just her. I think because I'd seen her a couple times. I think I've maybe like said hi to her. I don't remember if I've ever even met her officially, but I've seen her all over Instagram. Yeah, shout out Frankie and the Studs.
For sure.
They're sick.
Yeah, I'm actually I produced 4 new songs of theirs that's gonna come out eventually.
Nice.
Yeah, super cool people. And yeah.
They did that acoustic thing.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, the Pizza Wagon jam thing.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Dog, we got to get in there. We got
That
to
would
get
be
in there.
that would be nice to do.
What do we got to do to get in the Pizza Wagon?
Yeah, what do we got to do? I'll buy you some baseball cards.
Yeah, please. Yeah. Yeah, extra jumbo packs. No, dude. Yeah. Yeah. And it's honestly, that whole thing is Frankie's idea.
Really?
Yeah. Just the whole, just getting people to perform like a little acoustic bit in the van and having it be a series. And yeah, I think it's a great idea. Like, it's interesting because like the whole show dynamic flow that we have right now is like, you know, people load in at 4 and then they do the interview with Lindsay at 5 and then sound check 5:30, blah, blah, blah. But it would be cool to yeah, it's a ridiculous ask, but it's like, oh yeah, and also we want you guys to perform acoustically, like,
Hell yeah.
and record the thing. But I feel like people would be open to it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
but
do that in the
thanks for
morning
the
with
reminder.
a little coffee.
Yeah.
Do it in the morning with a little coffee. Grab some lunch.
When we shot that
come
first
back.
one, it was during the like peak summertime, like at like 2, 3 or
Holy
something, and
gee,
it was so hot and
boiling.
the AC is just like only so good, but then it's like, yeah, when you're recording something, it's like, oh, we gotta turn the AC
Yeah.
off and blah, and then we're just like all melting. It was like, yeah, but it's funny too because it almost is like the pressure cooker in that way where it's like we got to perform really well because
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do 2, 3 takes, you know, because like it's hot. So yeah, it's cool, and yeah, thanks for the reminder. Yeah, we definitely should get that going again.
Yeah, 100%. Have you seen our rooftop live performances? Have I shown you those?
No.
Well, they're pretty cool. We did
You guys played up here and recorded
dude,
it, or
I'll show you. It's sick.
that sounds cool.
It's really cool. We
yeah,
set
you
it up.
could get your own little series going, like just recording bands up here. This is a nice little vibe.
It's a cool spot.
Yeah, we just get I don't know. We haven't gotten noise complaints in a long ass time, but
Well,
like,
also you just do like acoustic.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I've offered it to Fino and Mosaic Coyote, but Mosaic Coyote didn't. They didn't. I'll have to follow up with them because they're really good, and I think they'd be good acoustic. But yeah, we did an acoustic show at this hotel, and it was the Petite Salon, very fancy establishment where
Très petit.
Yeah.
Le petit salon.
where I think
N'est-ce pas?
some deep Hollywood secrets come out of that place for sure. Dude, you walk in, and it's like, and it sounds weird, but I'm telling the truth. Like
The walls just are like, dude, you have no idea what's going on. And you're just like, oh, if you feel it, you're just like, whoa, okay,
Whoa.
we're here.
100%. But it was so sick, and they were so nice, and they do this like UCLA, like movie, like little short film festival thing. And
That's cool.
we played that, and it was their first time doing acoustic, and god damn, was that fun. That's like one of my favorite
That
shows
was really
we played.
nice, yeah.
Yeah, acoustic's so easy for me because
But also, it's really fun because you kind of rediscover the songs.
100%.
You know,
Yeah.
you have to play it differently.
Mm-hmm.
You have to like arrange some stuff differently. It's really fun. And for me also, I play on another instrument
Mm-hmm.
when we're doing this.
The cajon or
No, I play guitar.
oh, cool.
Yeah, I play guitar. And so it's really fun. Like
It's good.
You know, I get a little deeper.
Yeah, you crushed it on the Otherworlds one.
Yeah.
Like absolutely, it's beautiful what you did.
God bless.
Not bad for a drummer.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Hey, we're musicians too, okay? Put some respect on our
Allegedly.
names. Allegedly.
Just joking.
So when you for either burning the masses are burning. Say it again.
Burning the masses.
Thank you. I don't know why my brain just switched that around. So for that band or any other band you're in, when you're recording or about to produce a song, how much time do you spend jamming it as a band, or is it all like produced and then you figure it out as a band?
No way. Not us, bro. We're in the garage jamming that shit
Hell yeah.
for sure. Yeah, it's that's something I will commend my band for sure, and just like the whole regiment and dedication and the time we took to really rehearse the songs before going into the studio. I think it's like, yeah, we just like, none of us were like super rich either, so maybe that had something to do with it too, where it's like, okay, like, and we didn't want to look like shit in front of certain producers. Like the first EP we did was with Michael Keane from The Faceless, and The Faceless was like one of our favorite bands, and just like, that was a crazy time for sure. But
Were you nervous like when you got there?
for sure.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's like, it's the whole like, don't meet your heroes thing. And then, no, but it went how it went, and it was cool. It was a good learning experience for sure. Because you have an idea of what it's like being in the studio. Like I've done other stuff with other bands growing up as well, but like, it wasn't the scale of like writing an album and like recording it, you know what I mean? So I think after the first EP, we kind of understood just like how to approach it the next time. And shout out to Stephen Hawks. He recorded both of our full-length albums. We drove up to Oregon to his place, and we lived at his place for a month and recorded in his basement. And yeah, it was really cool. Like, super chill dude. We were just like playing Guitar Hero, smoking weed, and like hitting like the malls and just like whatever cool food we could find close by, and just like recording this album. But to answer your question, before, like, at my place is where we jammed, like in my garage, and we dedicated a lot of time before for the Mind Control record. But at the same time too, man, it is just like the caliber of like, shout out to Chasen, man, our drummer.
He's unreal.
He's like,
it's completely sick.
It's like, it's hard to even explain. It's like, he's like in a league of his own, and he's just, for any band, like the drums are like the backbone of everything. And he completely just like crushed both records. And Chris and Artie are just amazing guitar players with doing their sweeps and their solos nuts. And all that. And like, they made me a better bass player for sure. And just like keeping up with them. But I would write my own bass parts as well. And it was just such a cool time. And like, we just did it all, not really thinking about it either. We were just like, kind of like, it was all intuition, and like, this is like what we're doing. This is how we're doing it. And we, Burning the Masses, like our whole, like, I guess, mission statement or whatever was like, burning the masses is like, part of it was like smoking a lot of weed. And then like the other part of it was like burning like the competition, like the masses of competition. So like, we just like always, like, even with shows and stuff like that, like, it wasn't like we're better than you, but it was like we're showing up, and this is like who we are. This is what we're about. And I feel like that really resonated with a lot of people for sure. Like, we had a good run. And we just like did it the old fashioned way. Like some of the years are brutal. We're touring like 8-9 months out of the year. And sometimes during the winter in a van and trailer in the U.S., it's a little dicey. But it was the best at times, and you're just with your bros and just like meeting new people, and just like you're in places you've never been to before, and it's just like, oh yeah, like we fuck with your band. It's like, hell yeah, dude, like let's hang out. And that was a part of like how we were, is like we were always like meeting with fans and like just like hanging out, drinking, smoking weed in the van, and just chopping it up. And honestly, like building those connections always helped us in terms of like places to stay too. They're just like, just cruise over, stay at our place, and sometimes you get free food out of it too. Mom would make pancakes and bacon.
Nice.
And it was a surreal time. And I'm 37 now, and that was when I was like 18 to 23. So like, it's so long ago. It's like literally half my age ago, So it feels like a different lifetime, but I feel like, it definitely established a good fortitude of, just being in the music game, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome, dude. I'm envious of that experience. That sounds
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
really fun.
It was cool. Yeah, it's not all glitz and glammy as they
course
say, but it was a grind and,
Music is absolutely a grind in every aspect of it.
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah.
and it's funny, like, I think it just now, like, I always wondered, like, is that, it still is, like, worth it to get out and just, like spend all your money, just, like, go tour, just live that adventure.
Yeah, of course.
But
it
now
is.
there are so many tools to set yourself up for a little bit, maybe of an easier go if you can get lucky. But at the same time, it's never easy. Like there's,
Yeah.
you hear all the stories of like, oh, they blew up on TikTok, and now they're selling out fucking stadiums or something like that, or arenas,
Yeah.
not theaters. And like that's cool, and like chasing that is one thing, but like I don't know. That's just a weird way to think for me.
Yeah,
Like I
it's
want to
very
play,
unorganic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like I want to get really good with these guys and play as much as we can and just have the most fun as possible. And whatever opportunities we get, we take. We're not 18 to 23. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like the youngest person in our band is Neil or Warren. Warren's like 24,
25, I
and
think.
he's already fucking playing with like huge artists. We saw him,
Yeah.
Sam. What's that guy's name?
Gillantry.
Gillantry? Yeah.
Scottish dude, great producer and great performer.
Yeah,
That was really cool.
nuts. But it was just him
Yeah.
and Warren on stage of the day at what was that place called?
Roxy?
The Novo?
Novo, thank you. Yeah, at the Novo. And I thought I was going to be like at like the Mint or something. Warren's like, yeah, I'm playing guitar at the show. I show up fucking like, I don't know, 1,000, 2,000 people or something like that. And it's just Warren and the lead guy. And I was just like looking at Warren like, holy shit, this dude is crushing it. You know what I mean? So like, everyone's path is different. But the thing I like about Celestial is it's very organic. It feels like everything we're doing is for the right reasons. Nothing is forced. And we'll just see what we can do with it. But, we definitely won't be lacking in effort and all that. But
It's all worth it, man. Just play shows, do music, because it's what you're here to do,
exactly.
Yeah.
Can't say no. But yeah, so one of the things that was funny to me was like, so I didn't know you were in that band, and I
Yeah.
saw you on Licorice Pizza TV, LPTV, shout out, and they were like, "What's the album pick of the week?"
Oh, yeah, the staff pick thing.
Yeah. Little
Yeah.
Bob Marley, man.
Bob Marley, dude.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Shout out Bob Marley.
The legend.
Yeah. I love me some Bob Marley. It's good shit.
Yeah, that was like, we were talking a little bit about it earlier, but I think like my roots of music started, with like Bob Marley and Led Zeppelin, and Rolling Stones, and U2, and then punk, and then metal, and it definitely James.
Broad.
Shout out to James Brown too.
Oh,
yeah.
I listened a lot of James Brown as a kid, and that was cool. The little staff pick thing that we're doing.
Yeah, you guys are a great group of people. It's awesome. Trying to think what else I want to ask you. Oh, were you with a label?
Yeah, we were.
What was that experience like?
We were on this label called Media Scare, and it was cool. Like in hindsight, it was like we were just kids and we wanted to tour, and that's all we were thinking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We were just like, okay, what do we got to sign? Like you're gonna give us merch. You're gonna get, it was worth it. I would do it over again 100%. There's just something to having a team that is looking out for you in terms of support, and I
Was it more like logistics?
yeah,
Like organizing everything?
Yeah. He was tight with Ash from Sumerian, and he was like, he run TKO, which is like this booking agency, and he just had like good connections, and I think having a manager with good connections is a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
And get us playing with bands that, he thought we should be playing with, and more immersed into the scene, and you know, when our tire would blow out on tour, we'd hit him up, be like, "Yo, Baron, like, he's
Need a
like,
new tire.
what was that credit card number?" Yeah, and it was cool, you know. We weren't thinking about it like being a career, you know.
Yeah.
It was just like cool. We get merch, get to go on tour. Like he got us a trailer one time and like helped us get a van a couple times, and it was support, you know, that we needed, and we couldn't all beg mom and dad to do everything for
course.
us,
Yep.
you know.
Yeah.
But but also the landscape of the music industry and all that, it's a little different back then. I feel like now it's a cool spot in terms of like how you want to approach it, you know, because, you know, you could get all the things that you want to get, you know, rather than like trying to like ask for it, you know. Like we didn't have the resources, you know what I mean? And
Yeah, it was much harder to access too.
yeah,
Like
oh,
back in the day,
100%.
you wanted to make a music video, like you need to find people
Yeah,
who
yeah.
even to record. I mean, when you were
yeah.
you were saying about like recording your first albums, like you know, it's a thing that even for us who were born in that generation but like became adults in today's world, it's so much easier to access. You know, like you can do things in your bedroom. You can actually legitimately
Yeah,
make a great
exactly.
album. Before it was much harder. Like the
Definitely.
technology wasn't there yet.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, before the days before the Apollo Twin and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Focusrite,
The Focusrite.
and Box and all that. Yeah, the bedroom
Yeah.
producer saga. Yeah, that completely changed the music industry in general too. Just with the whole, you have to rent out Sunset Sound or Paramount or
Yeah.
Capitol, and to make a great record, you have to have the best producer.
Yeah.
And then, you know, fast forward to Phineas and Billie Eilish,
Yeah.
you know, just like making hits in their bedroom and
Just
with a
chilling.
58 and
Yeah,
just chilling
exactly.
with their dog, and like, and it's like, which is like a punk rock thing too. It's just like
Yeah,
a fuck
that's what I was
you,
gonna
like
say.
we don't need all this shit, you know, like
Because for me, like I grew up in like a different like music scene than you guys. I grew up more with like hip hop, and that's also a
Nice.
very hip hop mentality. Like a lot of hip hop records were made like with an MPC or like a knockoff of an MPC
totally.
and a 58, and you know that's all you get, and you just
Yeah.
like
And hopefully you have the Timbaland, you know, sound
exactly,
pack. Or
yeah.
whatever.
Hey, even in back in the day, it wasn't even like there weren't really sound packs.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. You had to like sample it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Make
You
it. Yeah,
sample it,
yeah.
or like it's really about like your imagination. You know, like
Totally.
what can you dream of, and like how can you find a way to make it happen?
Are you well versed in like MPC and like how to?
I mean,
use
I
it
wouldn't
and
say that
stuff?
like I'm a grandmaster, but
For
yeah, I
sure.
did like
That's
a lot
cool,
of
man.
sampling. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other cool thing about music too, is like there's always so much more to learn. Always,
course,
just
yeah.
like I mean, I've been using Pro Tools for like over 10 years now, and it's like there's just still tons of shit that
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know how
Oh,
to do
yeah.
or whatever. But like, I've always aspired to like want to learn cool things like MPCs or like just different like
Tools.
samplers and
Yeah, yeah,
tools.
yeah.
But it just like it just takes a lot of time for sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
We'll get to it eventually maybe, but yeah, that's really cool though.
You ever
Yeah.
fuck with synths?
Yeah, I got some synths. I have Microkorg and then Prophet 8
Oh, nice.
synth. Yeah,
He just got a Prophet 6, I think.
nice. Yeah, I wish I knew how to play keys though. Like I wish I grew up like with piano lessons or something like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean?
Were you properly trained at all?
Kind of like I took lessons for bass and just learned like Zeppelin songs, Tool songs,
Ooh, nice.
Sabbath, you know, like kind of like the basics. And then I actually took jazz bass for a little while, which was pretty cool. Just learning the whole like 2-5-1 and just like walking, and yeah, it was good to like in terms of like technique and like
Yeah.
understanding like how to physically play and how to build your dexterity and you know all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I was never like classically trained. I did take music theory AP in high school though, so
Nice.
we did learn a little bit of like 4-part writing and this and that. But yeah, I definitely want to have kids someday, and that'll be like the first thing I make them do is like learn piano and keys. You know, that's something I wish I did. But that's my long-winded way of saying, like, with the Prophet 8 and stuff like that, I wish I could, you know, Tom York it up or James Blake it up and, like, just rip and write some stuff. But, you know, I've produced records where I just, like, use it and use my ear and do little things, you know, because leads are leads, I guess. And then, but yeah, Microkorg is probably my favorite. The Prophet 8's like crazy. It has like so many knobs on it, and yeah, it's cool.
That's what I struggle with his, because he has like a Behringer as well, and that thing is like loaded with so much cool shit. And I'm like, I fucking love this thing because it's so easy just to like pick up and start playing. You can like kind of mess around with it. But the Prophet, I spend 15 minutes just getting like the bass of the tone that I kind of like, and then I'll fuck something up. I'm like, wait, what does that even mean? Like, it's kind of a whole new way of looking at like making sound.
It's its own instrument and thing, you know.
For sure.
Yeah, and even now, like a lot of the MIDI sounds and like VSTs, like Omnisphere and like Trillion and like what else? Native instruments and like all these like online patches, and even like Universal Audio has one where they have like the Moog like sounds on it.
Yeah.
Like they figured, like they've got the technology pretty damn close now digitally in terms of like analog synths, I feel like.
Yeah. But there's a feeling like I want to make like a synth party, like where
hell yeah.
we all plug in and like just wear headphones up here. And
you guys do synth parties up here?
I
That's
want to
cool.
so bad.
That would actually be a great idea.
It'd be so fun. Like, that was why I wanted to buy the Behringer Juno model, and then you bring over yours, and Warren brings over his, and then Neil brings over, and I'll just play the simple shit, like, you know, like just fuck around.
Yeah, I mean, you can even like sequence it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the magic of synths, like whether like VSTs, so like digital, virtual, or hardware, the coolest thing sometimes is not even to play; is just to like run something through it.
Yeah,
just,
twist
like,
the knobs,
turn
running
the
MIDI
knobs.
through it.
Yeah.
I know. I didn't discover how to do that until like a few years ago, and like I'm like, yeah, this is the coolest thing ever. You're just twisting knobs.
It's
and
so
just
fun.
getting it to sound as crazy as you could possibly get it to sound. Do you guys have like an inspiration for like synthy bands and stuff that like you try to incorporate that like you like pull inspiration from? You know what I mean?
So I want to start this, and I want you to finish it. So
Okay.
like for me, I'm completely melody driven. So whatever makes me feel the feeling, like kind of like for Celestial, it's always like hope, optimism, like underdog kind of vibe, like that cool comeback story in a sense, like the feeling that hope gives you. You know what I mean? And that can come from electric guitar for me. It can come from synth, but synth especially. Now that we've explored so much with Celestial, has given me that feeling. So I never had anything that before we started this where I was like, oh, synths are like, you know, like the inspiration to make me feel this way. It was just like whatever melody I was hearing. And then I thought of like punk rock and where like kind of how Celestial's influenced by it. And the thing I always loved about punk or pop punk or whatever was just like the beautiful melodies. Like I said this in the Lindsey Parker interview, but like if you even like sort of faster punk and things like that, like if you slowed that down and played it on piano, like there's like really beautiful moments in that.
Yeah, classical basically.
Yeah, and explore that through synthesizers, and then working with this dude, like producing Celestial, it's like a different ball game. So I'll let you take it from there. Who inspired you?
Yeah, I don't know. So many people. There's this great French band named Air. So
Yeah, Air. Yeah, I love Air. Yeah.
Crazy.
Did you go to the
synth
Hollywood
tones.
Bowl when they played?
No,
or something?
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
But I think when I really started like thinking about synths is when I discovered Bonobo. You know this guy? He's like a
I think I've
English
seen the
dude.
name before.
He's a producer and DJ and an artist. So he was like a big inspiration for me for synths because he has like very he doesn't only use synths, he also does like a lot of like granular like resynthesis in a way. So he
Interesting,
takes
yeah.
like I don't know,
Loop
like
shit, the like tape and yeah.
yeah, and just like sometimes like slows down. Like he will take I don't know the sample of a car passing by, and then
Mhm.
if you slow it down or speed it up until you get a pitch, then you can use that.
Sounds like a hi-hat or something.
Yeah, exactly. Or
Yeah.
even like a synth, you know.
Yeah,
So Bonobo
100%.
for sure was big for me. I think Tame Impala.
Yeah.
Massive.
New record coming out.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
been
I
5
listened.
years.
Yeah, I
Crazy.
listened to I think the 3 singles that he has
yeah,
out now.
Yeah, I just heard the Dracula one, but I'm really
Yeah.
stoked to listen to that album. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tame Impala is great.
Get it on
Um,
vinyl at Licorice Pizza.
And
Yeah,
Phoenix. I think for me, Phoenix was also
Oh,
like
yeah.
a major synth inspiration.
Yeah, that helped a ton in our production. Like you showing me Phoenix.
Oh, Phoenix
Yeah.
is really synthy, huh? I didn't.
It really is, yeah.
I got to do a deeper dive on
Oh,
Phoenix.
yeah, Phoenix.
But I feel
is
like
crazy.
anything French is just amazing. You know. Like
Yeah, I was
Daft
gonna say also
Punk
like
and
Daft Punk. Yeah.
Vive la France, right?
Vive la France. But yeah, it's true. Like in France, we have like a really big electronic scene, and I think like
Have you heard L'Imperatrice? I think.
L'Impératrice.
Is-
Oh yeah,
they're
I
sick
love
too.
them. Yeah, they're so sick. They just changed the singer. I think like last
Yeah.
year or something.
There's this other
She also
band
has
I'm
their-
thinking of. I can't think. I'll tell
Their
you
old
later.
singer,
Yeah.
I forgot her name, but she has a podcast, and it's really cool. It's about like feminism and like the role of women, especially in music. Super interesting. But yeah, I think so many things honestly like inspired me for a sense. And then
Right.
like I was always kind of more like the plug-in route for a long time.
For sure.
And then someone gave me the virus.
And then you plug in a synth, and it's like, oh, this thing's got some balls. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I think also for me it's like I don't know. I have this thing where I like to understand whatever I'm doing.
Oh,
It
for
doesn't
sure.
make me better or worse, but I'm very intuitive. But I also it's cool when I can understand it. And I think with like hardware synths, especially the simpler ones, I kind of like simple gear. But it's cool to like slowly discover, just fuck around and turn it out. Okay, that does that. Okay, so the cutoff. Okay, like okay this, and then the envelope amount. So yeah, if I have the cutoff very low and the envelope amount very high, then I can shape like how the filter opens, like all that kind of stuff. Like the immediacy of the hardware synths. It's I don't know. It just started like really
Yeah.
possessing my brain.
the
you know?
best
Nothing better than just like, yeah. I have this video on my Instagram. I'll send it to you guys. It's like I was fucking with this Moog sub fatty or whatever, and
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
like hitting one note, but I'm going through all the different oscillators and the different waves, sine waves, and all that. It's crazy how deep you can go.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, and it's
Oh,
like, it's so much fun, man.
It's infinite. Yeah,
Yeah, it really is.
My favorite thing with Flo is like we'll bring in like a demo neon I made or something, and we'll show like we'll have like the synths, and it's usually always like something digital, and then like either we're with him or we come back to the studio or we can show up to our first session, and you've like figured out the analog version of that, and it's usually much fucking cooler. Like it has more balls to it, or it's like you've thrown it through some pedals or things like that, and it's like
Yeah.
it changes the vibe always, but always in a way where like I initially accept it as very cool, and then I love it like very quickly after, and then I listen back to the original like tones we had, and I'm like, God damn, dude, like you're very good at that. So I'm glad you enjoy that
Thank you.
process because that would
Thank
be
you.
painful if you did that.
No, man. Like for me, I remember it's so funny because when I started music, I was playing drums, and then after like a year or two, I got very bored, so I started playing guitar, and I was never good at it because my only passion with guitar is that I could use like my friend's pedals to like make it sound like out of this world. And I think it's so funny that at the time I didn't understand that what I loved the most was producing and like making sounds, like soundscapes and like little universes. It's so funny that it didn't dawn on me. I think it was like an ego problem. I think I was like oh fuck, I started playing drums. Now I have to be the best drummer in the world, man. Like, I can't stop. Like, who cares about all the rest? I need to be better at drums. But also, I didn't take lessons, so I was like rapidly stagnating. You know what I mean? But then, I mean, I'm also glad I kept going with drums because I also love it. You know,
Yeah,
it's also great. But it's funny, yeah. I was always attracted to like the texture of sound. You know, it's almost like you can feel it. Like something can be very liquid.
It can
or
get very
acid.
subliminal. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool, man. It's like, don't get me started.
No,
Yeah.
making noise is like the best thing on earth.
Squiggling air, as our
Warren
friend
says.
Warren would say.
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting how sounds you create can make you feel a certain way.
Right,
you
yeah.
know, and how deep you can go with all of it. And yeah, I had this really cool project in college called the Sine Wave Project, and we were assigned to take a 1K sine wave, just like it's like this beep, you know,
Yep.
and like make a song out of it.
That's
like
sick.
you literally just like manipulate it with like modulation and automation and offline, just like audio suite, like rendering stuff till it sounds like a kick drum or like a synth. And like doing that was really cool, and just finding out how to just fuck up sounds and how much you can fuck them up. And it's cool.
Yeah, it's so interesting because it's almost, to me, I thought about this the other day, but it's almost like waveforms. They're almost like the bricks for like a house builder, you know, or like a sculpture, because you can just manipulate to infinity, like in an infinite amount of ways, you know.
Dude,
Yeah, seriously.
I remember when I first realized how a vinyl works, and then I realized like how a DAW works, going from like your mix to your master, and realizing it becomes like one signal.
Yeah,
And I like that in my brain. I was like, wait, what? Like, how does
Just one
that?
stereo track. Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like,
but even crazier than that, like for me, when I realized that like the waveform, it actually tells you what the speaker is gonna do. When the waveform goes up, okay. If I'm wrong, roast me. But when the waveform goes up,
you're right. How fast it's oscillating.
no, and also like
determines,
just when the
movement.
waveform goes up,
Yeah.
the tweeter of the speaker goes out. When the waveform goes down, the speaker goes back in. That's like legitimately just a physical thing.
yeah.
And like the longer the waveform, the lower the pitch.
Because dude, growing up with CDs, you just looked at this and I'd be like, how the fuck does that work?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
forever.
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, I still don't understand it. Just like the needle on the vinyl and like, the CD and even tapes. Like, I don't know. That's beyond me. How
Tapes?
they,
Yeah, it's
crazy.
some voodoo.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like this flattened hockey puck's gonna spin, and then you put a needle on it, and it's gonna sound like, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like it's literally just a groove in a freaking
Yeah.
thing.
Incredible.
I don't get it.
And the way they figured it out was the way they originally like made it happen was by just like making noise into like essentially a microphone, but just the kind of like a tunnel for sound to travel, and it was connected to like a needle, like an etching tool of some sort
wow.
that would replicate the sound you made into the whatever you want to call it, like tube.
Yeah, like the force of the air would like push
The vibration
needle.
of the whatever sound was being made, and then so they wouldn't amplify it, or they would amplify it kind of similarly. But you know, records, if you put your ear next to it, those listening with no speaker whatsoever,
Yeah,
you can
there's still a
hear
sound.
you
Yeah,
can hear the
there's still a
exact sound
sound,
that's
yeah.
gonna come out of it. It's like that. The way it was made, but it was just by projecting noise into it initially.
And you guys press vinyls, right?
Yeah, we
At
do.
Licorice Pizza. I gotta hit you guys up for that.
Yeah.
I need to press me some vinyls.
Yeah, it's really cool, and that's another thing that I contribute to the organization is I sequence the records
Nice.
for our clients and send it to our good friend David. Shout out to David at Plush Vinyl. He's an amazing lacquer cutting engineer.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, I still need to go see how he does what he does. And he's just an awesome dude. And yeah, so the way it works is like sequence the audio, send it, it gets cut by the lacquer engineer. The lacquer engineer sends it to go get plated. They make the plates and the molds and all that, and then they send it to wherever the record's being pressed. And then they kind of just like load it in, and it's the negative groove of like what it is essentially. And yeah, shout out to Ryan, our vinyl press operator. Awesome dude. Amazing.
That's got to be
press
therapeutic just to do that.
Yeah, and it just loads in PVC, and yeah, it's a lot more complicated than how I'm explaining it. But yeah, and then they there's like this little hockey puck thing with the center labels on it, and then it squishes down, and then it makes the vinyl, and it goes to this little trimmer thing that trims the excess, and then it like floats down, and yeah, it's really cool to watch for sure. And yeah, vinyl's awesome. I started my collection 2020, and I don't have. I'm trying to think how many vinyl I have. Probably like, I don't know, maybe like 200 or something.
Damn.
Not too crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It's a humble amount.
Is it organized though?
No,
Yeah.
we just moved into
Oh yeah.
our new house and still figuring out the feng shui. It's like, it's cool in the beginning when you just like, oh, I have like 50 vinyl, and then you just got this little crate next to the player. But then once it gets to like 4 crates, 5 crates, it's like, okay, I need like a little like dedicated cupboard furniture thing to throw it all in so it looks cool.
I think having a space for listening is really important.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I have my record player right under my TV in the living room, and just throw a record on, play with my dogs, and just chill.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah, I'm trying to organize this in my house right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like
You guys have a
change
lot
the
of
living
vinyl? Do you have like a collection?
maybe like 50, 60.
Yeah.
I'm in that realm as well. A lot of my shit's
Nice.
still at Mike's. Mike,
No
you
way.
didn't get to meet Mike tonight.
What
I was
the
hoping
hell?
we could have Mike here. Mike's a commoner on the.
Oh, he's in Boston.
Yeah, he's in fucking Boston.
He's just your buddy, or
Yeah, he's the homie. He
That's
helped
cool.
film our music video. He's just the man, dude. He's always.
was he at
around.
the show?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
Nice,
He
dude.
comes to every show he can.
It's always good to have just like that solid homie that pulls up to all the shows and is just like down as fuck and
Down
just
to
like
help,
super
yeah.
supportive. Crews out the band practice and all, yeah, we had a few friends like that.
Shout out to
it's
all
so
the homies
important.
like
It's
that.
so important, you know,
Yeah.
to have like your ride or die dude that's
Yep.
just like down to like dog it with you and like make shit happen. And yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, my goal is to make him the producer of this podcast.
There you go.
Although he just started making beats. We got him set up with Logic and stuff, and he's
Fresh
like,
beats, bro.
Yeah,
Fresh beats. Yo, I got fresh beats.
He's making
Yeah.
90s dance songs because he's a bit older. I think he's 41.
Nice.
He keeps himself young.
He's a bit younger.
Yeah, he tortures himself to
Yeah.
stay young. He looks good. Homeboy's the man. Yeah, he's honest with us too. He's been great. I remember one song in particular, In the Stars actually. I used to sing. I feel like minds are wasted. I feel like minds are wasted, and just repeat that. And he, like before we like finish the song, he's like, "But why are minds wasted, John?" And I'm just like, "Man, just fucking, I don't know." Like, and then I thought about it, and I was just like, "Okay." And I added the second verse or like second like whatever stanza.
Explain.
Yeah,
Explain it to me, John,
Elaborate.
in simple fashion.
Yeah, they're lost in their own complacence. It fits perfectly.
Yeah,
I was like, there
Yeah,
we go.
lyrics are always so interesting to me. Like the way I listen to music, honestly, is like I hear everything else but the
Mhm.
lyrics mostly. Like I just hear like like the train wheels moving rather than
Yep.
the headlight
Yep.
beaming me in the face, you know? But I'm always like so intrigued by, just like lyricists and storytellers and like, do you have like a favorite lyricist or like what's your process like and when it comes to like writing lyrics and like
Yeah.
that whole thing? Because like words hold so much weight, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like it can't be cheesy. It has
Yep.
to tell a story and like,
Yeah, I think idols are like really important. So for me, like Social Distortion, Mike Ness was like one of my
Nice.
first like idols in music. Like, for guitar playing, it made me think that if you don't play guitar while you sing, that's not as cool. So like,
Yeah.
I thought
That's a good rule of thumb for sure.
depending on
And
the
it's
style.
harder to do. Yeah.
It's really
Yeah.
hard.
yeah.
But it's great when it works. It's like the
Oh,
best feeling in the
it's
world,
cool.
especially when you have Francesco behind you and you're like, he's got my back no matter what.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but you have to have that rhythm. I think it helps a lot. So I think when like writing for me is always on guitar, but then as I got older, I found even certain pop songs like would hit me in weird ways. Like I'm pretty open to anything. I get like struck by lyrics.
For sure.
Like sounds funny, but like it actually fucked me up the other day. Ellie and I were driving to a pumpkin patch, and we listened to the Taylor Swift album, and she has a song on that where like the lyrics are like it's kind of talking about her life, and I don't really listen to a lot of Taylor Swift, but it said like this isn't savage and I'm not a bad bitch, but the way she sings it, it's not something I would write.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you could
yeah.
just feel like
The wordplay.
people
is
have made fun of
cool.
her forever and like
Yeah.
all this stuff, and it's just like that's just being honest, kind of like that's how I interpreted it, and
Oh,
it like
nice.
goosebumps, and I was just like, fuck, man, that was a good song, and like the way it was produced around it. And then there's bands I love like the Front Bottoms and McCafferty that are like this emo, like just shouting, and melodically it's beautiful. Actually, again, if you simplified it, it's gorgeous. But the way they perform it, it's super punk and just in your face, and they're super poetic, so it's like very wordy. And so for me, it's always like I trust my subconscious. So I absorb a lot of music and a lot of lyrics, and when something hits me, it like really hits me, which is why I love it so much, obviously, and that's my goal with Celestial is to make songs like that.
So it's total flow. Like what things like kind of like
It's like
one thing leads to the next thing, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, and then you just like have that clear vision. Yeah.
and it's like it's unique. You have to do it. You have to play a lot because for me, there's two types of writing. There's like technical writing, which I usually try to use that for like finishing ideas, like what spaces fit here. Syllables are super important, and those come natural if you're playing a rhythmic instrument while you're kind of playing. So like the syllables will kind of like you always hear people when they're like freestyle rapping or coming up with like a lyric in studio. They'll kind of mumble syllables. Essentially, like
Right.
Totally.
a face or something, a place, like whatever, like that may be for them. It's kind of like that, but you get a feeling like for me, when I'm writing a song, I get like something clicks, and I know what it is now. It's all the information going into my head, somehow living in my subconscious, and then when I just get the right mood with the sound I'm making on guitar or like a synth or something we've kind of produced, which is more rare, it just kind of happens, and I trust, like, for some reason, my brain just is able to kind of create a clear message in that experience.
Nice.
But I think it's different for a lot of people. Like, it just depends on who you are.
Yeah. That's why I don't write lyrics.
Yeah, it's interesting to hear everyone's process because like I'm a huge Kid Cudi fan for sure.
Oh, my God,
And
dude.
he's like, like his whole thing, like he hums, and then like I don't know if this is like a quote or not, or if I heard it from someone or whatever, but like he starts with melody, and then like the words kind of create themselves off that, and I always found that pretty interesting. And like the melody is just as important, if not more important sometimes. Like someone had this example recently. They told me it's like the song Thriller. It's like Thriller in the night. Like I don't know the rest.
Yeah,
of the part,
exactly.
but I know the melody of it. You know what I'm saying? And
100%.
It's
I think there's this thing. I have this theory that it's always much easier to make sense out of words afterwards than like a melody, for example. Like a melody is just there. Like, what are you gonna explain? Oh yeah, I jumped up a fifth because I like the interval. It brings stability, and then I went down a minor ninth because it brings this contrasting emotion
and it
of
resolves. Whatever.
it's like no one wants to hear that. Dude. But like people are gonna hear like, is the melody bringing something out of it? It's a much more like subliminal. Whereas words, you can justify. I mean, there is a president in this country who's like really good at justifying like unjustifiable stuff. Like people are, as humans, we're really good at justifying something after the fact. So I think that's what. If you think about it, bro, like one of the most famous bands in history, their name is the Rolling Stones. Bro, like the Stones that roll. Like it's like. Like don't tell me that there was a subliminal message behind that, bro. Like
or the bare naked ladies.
yeah,
or like
it's
Cake. Yeah, it's like
Celestial.
yellow card. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
celestial. Yeah. It's
Celestial, no vowels. It's like what?
oh, I need to ask this question before I forget it. You guys know the pizza Mama Celeste?
No.
No, there's a pizza brand. It's like kind of like lower grade, but I just like I thought of it on the way here. I was like, I have to ask them this before I forget. You guys have never had it?
No.
It's like a pizza like literally like this big, and it's like it's at some grocery stores.
Oh, it's at grocery store.
It's Celeste is CELESTE.
Oh,
Mama
there's that
Celeste.
video game Celeste.
Oh, really?
That's something that like.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Dude, it's a funny name, but I fuck with it heavy now. Sorry, my dog's going nuts in the
So
background.
celestial, like, would you guys say like synth now is like just like part of the identity with like the songwriting and production and all that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
It's
Do you
like
find it
synth-
hard to
synth
mix
punk.
sometimes? Because I know with headroom and stuff like that, with synths, it can get a little like when you first plug it in, it's just like wah. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I think in that sense, I'm so lucky that I'm producing it.
For sure.
So,
You know how to carve the space with EQ
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah.
well, I try to EQ like as least as possible
For sure.
or compress as least as possible.
Just record at the levels you want to record it
Yeah,
at.
and also like kind of
Volume-wise,
arrange
yeah.
arrange like the way I want it to sound. Like I
Totally.
know, for example, in the style of music we do with Celestial, that is more like rock bass. There's not like a lot of sub information in the bass,
For sure.
so I know that there is room to add a sub bass
Totally.
if we want to. I know, like for example, the high mid area will be like extremely crowded because that's where a lot of the vocals will live, a lot of the synths will live, a lot of the guitars will live,
Yeah.
and the overheads of the drums, like the cymbals, all that stuff,
For
they
sure.
will be all fighting in that space.
Totally.
So I'm kind of mindful of like if a section is gonna be like very buzzy, like you know, like a lot of harsh
Shrill.
kind of sounding. Yeah.
Do you sidechain a lot? Or-
No,
No.
I
Okay.
kind of don't. I mean, I like sidechaining for the aesthetic of it, like
For sure.
you know, like
Yeah,
the feeling of like pumping.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, I just kind of try to like pick sounds, or like I think one thing that's very underrated, like for mixing, obviously it's much more difficult. But when you produce, like choosing voicings, like the way you play a chord, like you can play in, if let's say it's a 3-note chord, it's a very simple chord. You can reorder the notes, right? And so I try to pick a different voicing for the keys, then for the guitar, and if there's a second guitar, even a different voicing. Like this, by nature, the frequencies will not be
their seats at the
Yeah,
table.
exactly,
Yeah, where they
exactly.
supposed to sit. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, but I mean, I think honestly, it's not that hard to mix. I don't think we ever really we struggled a little bit with the first album because there was no preconception or like pre-thought of what was gonna happen.
No,
So we like did spend a lot of time on that, but ever since that, it's been pretty smooth sailing.
dog, like
Yeah,
dream come true, smooth.
yeah. The next one is sick. Wow,
The one we're working on today,
holy,
or the other day.
holy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that track is nuts, man.
It's a little journey.
It's a little journey.
You'll have to
Indeed.
send it to me to check it out.
We'll do
Hell
it,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, we can listen to it after.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's obviously not done. You know, it's not done, but it's pretty.
What do you
fucking
mean
close,
it's not done, bro?
Always the artist disclaimer is like, I'm gonna play it.
I
but-
think people have
No,
to
you guys
stop
get it.
doing this.
Now, only fucking with this group. Like, if I show someone who's not, god damn my dog. If I show someone who's like not in music, I just show them. Like, I don't say anything.
But even with someone in music, I honestly, to me, I feel like whenever I do something, I'm proud of it, you know, for some reason. And if someone has feedback, then it's great for me. I get like free advice, you know.
Yeah.
But it's
Totally.
not like, I think you set yourself up for like an opinion when you say, oh yeah, it's not finished, like we have to mix it. What does it mean? You know, it's like, what does it mean?
Who cares? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, there's no need to like sell yourself short. It's like if you went to a job interview, it's like, guys, I know I'm not qualified, but trust me, I'm really hardworking. It's like, you already like shot yourself in the right nut,
Self-deprecating,
you know,
yeah.
like, it's like, Yeah, the food is overrated, bro. I moved to the
Yeah.
nuts. It's
I'm
much
working
more.
on this new song. I'm a terrible musician, but yeah, here I'm gonna press play, and it's like,
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh yeah, I made this. I think it's cool.
Well,
You
dog,
know?
I
it's
get,
like introducing your girlfriend. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, this is my girlfriend. Like, she's kind of whatever, you know. Like,
Yeah, that's
like-
horrible.
like
All right.
we've been dating for so whatever long, but yeah, hey, this is, you know what I'm saying. It's like,
fuck,
yeah,
dude,
this-
you're right.
The setup is not.
Yeah, no, the setup is very important.
Yeah,
honestly.
100%.
I
So yeah, I
fucked it
mean,
all up.
this no,
We're
you-
all
you didn't.
salesmen at the end of the day, no matter what it is
Yeah.
we're doing, and we're all
Yeah,
singing
yeah.
a song when we talk and communicate. So it better be a good song.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, at least if you're proud of it, you know, like
Yeah,
Super.
you can be proud of your house, and like all you could afford was the cheapest house, but you're still proud of it. you know?
Yeah.
If your homie has like a great idea on like how to decorate it for cheap, I'm like, bro,
yeah. It's perspective.
send it, bro.
Yeah,
send
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Send it.
yeah.
I'll take it into consideration.
You'll meet the happiest people with less all the time.
Yeah,
you
of
know?
course.
Yeah,
Come
and-
on.
and it's cool. It's
Come on.
it's refreshing for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of how you're supposed to live your life. You know, appreciate what you have and
Yeah,
You need to
don't
eat.
Don't chase.
First of all, you need to eat a lot,
yeah.
as much as you can.
You hungry?
It's important. I'm always hungry.
Okay, I was like,
Who's
say-
not always hungry? But you need to eat.
Yeah.
You need
Well-
to eat and breathe and drink.
One last point I want to make to that, to what we were just talking about, is like when I went to Licorice Pizza and you guys, I showed you the new Celestial song.
Mhm.
I like legitimately was fucking nervous
Oh, really?
because I was like, you and
Max.
Max were like just like looking at the screen while I was playing. I'm like back there. I'm like, oh fuck, dude. I don't know why I get nervous like showing people
Yeah,
new
yeah.
shit always,
Because you
especially
care.
musicians. Yeah, I care
Because you
so
care,
much. Yeah, it's like
Bro, the other
You're
day I went to this
obsessed, you're
release party.
invested, Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I went to this release party for something I produced, and so like we didn't really like sound check. She was just playing the tracks and showing the videos. She made some music videos, and so she gathered like a lot of people, and she rented a space. Then there was this huge projector, and the PA, and like until they pressed play, I didn't hear it, bro. I was sweating. I was like, imagine it sounds like garbage. What? And I'm not even in the town where I live. I'm like 10,000 miles away. I cannot even run. I cannot even escape. I cannot pretend that I'm sick. I'm staying at this people place, you know?
You're in it.
I was like, holy. And then she pressed play. It sounded so good. And I was like, yeah, we did it. Hell yeah.
That's beautiful.
But I think it's normal. When you care, you're nervous because
You have
by
to obsess,
definition, yeah, you're like obsessed about it.
But playing an instrument and being nervous is different because you're like, all right, fuck it. You know, you have a little bit of just like, let's go. Like we practice.
Well, yeah, at least you have to move your body
Yeah.
to some extent.
But when you just
you're
click
just sitting in the room, yeah.
Yeah, well, there's that saying too. Is like perfectionism is the highest form of self-sabotage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So like at a certain point, you you coddle a song or whatever it is for so long, and then you gotta let it. You gotta kick it out of the nest and fly.
It's not
you know?
yours anymore. Yeah, it's like being a
exactly.
parent. Yeah, you're right.
You know,
It's like your kid has to go. You did
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
you could. If he becomes a drug
get a
dealer,
job.
Yeah. Best of luck. You know, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sick, dude. I think we've hit a pretty good time. But like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you like any shout outs. I know you did for people, but like your Instagram, obviously Licorice Pizza. Anything you
Yeah.
want to talk about?
Jake Pace Music is my handle for Instagram. Yeah, Licorice Pizza is where I work, and yeah, got some cool projects coming out in the next few months. Shout out Michelle Bedencourt and Vampire Time. It's just a really cool album I'm working on. Yeah, new Frankie and the Studs. Trying to think of any other projects got coming out. Yeah, but just keep grinding, keep doing the do.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Doing the thing.
Fuck yeah, man. Well, I just want to say I really, really appreciate you doing this. Like we're just some
Yeah, no
random
problem.
dudes.
This is a lot of fun for sure. We'll
Yeah.
have to kick it more. You guys are we're like right up the street. It's funny because
Yeah.
just like wazing it from the store, and it's like, oh, it's literally just like right here.
Dog, yeah, we do this all the
Straight
time. We just kick it up here and like I don't know, we'll drink beers or not and play
Yeah.
music. Like just bring guitars up here and just like jam out a little bit. One day we'll do a synth party. We'll do a little.
Let's make it happen.
We'll record
Synth
it.
Odyssey.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm down. I'll bring a synth and
Hell yeah.
we'll get weird.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely. You do your announcements.
My
For
announcements.
FM.
The car parked in front of mine. The registration is expired. It's actually true.
Get
I was
a new
like, poor guy,
sticker as soon as
should I
possible.
leave like a note?
That's probably my car, dude.
No, at my building.
Oh.
What's cool? Well, I'm working on like a lot of cool stuff. But the thing that is coming most soonishly is end of October. My band, FM Experiment, and our good friend Aristotle Jones, we're releasing a new track. It's gonna be called "Need a Break." Very fortuitous, very serendipitous.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's coming in hot. It's gonna be some like Mac Miller, Anderson .Paak, kind of like groovy, smooth hip hop.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really sick. We're super pumped about this one. Really proud of it. And yeah, that will come really soon. So just hit me up, ask me what's up. I can give you some exclusive pre-save links.
Exclusive. I'll do a couple more shout outs before too. Shout out Fairy Towns, Julia Gargano, working on her new music as well. And yeah, shout out to my wife Janice and our family,
Hell yeah.
our dogs Olive and Benelli, Kelly and Mama Jeed, and yeah, it's a good life. The Dolce Vita.
It's a good life.
right? Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Couple quick Celestial announcements. So if you have not heard our album Hope, please check it out. It's on any streaming platform. Check out our YouTube channel. You can get it on vinyl. It's going to happen soon. And then check out our YouTube channel. You can see, if you're listening to this, you can watch the video if you want to stare at us for an hour and a half every now and then. We got music videos, live performances on there. And then should have some show announcements for November coming soon. Working all kinds of new tunes. And then, the plan is to move forward with some vinyls that will be, I think, exclusive to Licorice Pizza. Depending.
Exclusive. What do you mean by exclusive?
You guys will sell them in store, and then the rest will have to.
Yeah, like we do like 100 vinyl runs, 500, 1,000, 1 million.
Yeah.
If you want to go there. Dr.
But if you
Evil.
if you want to buy it in a store,
yeah,
it's gonna be
like you
Licorice
could,
Pizza.
and there's also like distribution if you guys are trying to get it in other record stores or just like have it.
Ooh, we'll
for
just
merch.
we'll talk
Hell
about that
yeah.
after.
Yeah,
That'd
sure.
be great. But yeah, a lot of exciting things. Tune in next time. Ciao. Love y'all.
Bye bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Good job, dude.
You're not